I started with this image by Lee Lowry, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." In the days of the ancient Greeks, art, architecture, music, and mathematics were all one science. In our sense of rationalism that came out of the 18th century, moving into the 21st century, we have separated and segregated those arts from each other and acting as if they are independent agents. One of the results of modernist architecture is what is somewhat embarrassedly but very accurately referred to as art as plaza plop. And what happens is that the building is conceived and the art is conceived afterwards. My premise, it doesn't always have to be that way. So we're going to show you some historical pieces. We're not even going to dip our tiny toe into that very deep pool of tremendous art that's within a 10-block radius of where we're standing right now. So what better way to start than Lee Lowry's great, majestic image of God as architect, the architect of the universe. The marriage of art in Midtown Manhattan is intrinsic. Art and architecture linked together. Now, art often surpasses the architecture. Many of you would probably never recognize the original Madison Square Garden, but I dare say virtually all of you would recognize Augustus and Gauden's great image of the goddess Diana, the Diana of the hunt. This figure would actually be commissioned by Stanford White, who was St. Gauden's good friend. He was unhappy with the first image, and out of his own pocket, he would pay for an entire remaking of the figure. And contrary to popular belief, it was not based on Evelyn Nesbit. It was based on Davida, who was the mistress of St. Gauden's. But my point is, without art, spaces often will not be defined. One of the great things, and we're not going to be able to focus on all of it, but just a quick glimpse, Rockefeller's Radio City. And remember, because this is a Beaux-Arts building becoming French Art Deco with a strong German expressionist element, art, art, art everywhere. Most of it done by the downtown galleries under Edith Halpern. The building is rife with great art, mostly under Abby Aldrich Rockefeller, who was Edith Halpern's best client, and she worked with Ms. Halpern to select all of the artists. We're just going to show you a few. Prometheus here, that great golden god over the skating rink. But look at these sculptures by René Chambellan. I bet some of you didn't even see these. Next time you go by the fountains, these little fellows on the left-hand side are drain covers. So look in the fountains and you'll see them hiding down there. This wonderful sense of joy. Gaston Lachaise was hired to do some of the great limestone carving, and Isamu Noguchi, who of course was once a student of Goetz and Borglum, and Borglum said to Mr. Noguchi, "Don't give up your day job." This would be one of his earliest works. It's done in aluminum at a time when people are not working in aluminum, a remarkable piece called News. And you can see people typing there, photographing. This is on the Associated Press building. And of course, The Dancing Girl by William Zorach, in which, of course, Roxy Rothafel pretended to be scandalized because he knew it would sell more tickets. So he said, "Oh my God, they never told me there'd be naked women in my theater," and the ticket sales went through the sky. Roxy was very good at self-promoting. But one of the great pieces, Stuart Davis's mural, Men Without Women, which went to the Museum of Modern Art. Now the piece is back. Very beautiful work here of the life of men, at least in their fantasy world. And of course, Lee Lowry's great thing, this is one of the first uses of Pyrex glass in the world. And this, the great sculpture here, this cubistic image here. And of course, for me to go on about Rockefeller Center would require another tour and the weight of Atlas, so we'll call it a day. Thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed it.